Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the nightmare that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the late game especially of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So as you can see, I did do a little bit of running around. We knew where that boomerang pickup was in the basement of that building, and it turns out that does respawn. So I got some of those. I lost a couple of Michelangelo's boomerangs getting out of there safely, but I figured, you know what, it's fine. And so we're here. I also went and checked out, I was scouting out the other underground areas a little bit. I got completely through the underground area in the upper right of this map. It turns out to be very easy to get through, but unfortunately it also turns out there's a dead end at the end of it. So that sucks. But we're back here. All of the turtles have full health and a bunch of boomerangs, which, I mean, it's got to be helpful, right? But we still have to deal with this nonsense. Oh, do that again. Do that jump one more time. As soon as I moved, of course. I believe this guy takes 3 staff hits to kill anyway, so one more time wouldn't have been sufficient. Oh, okay, there we go. I can't believe that it read the staff strike, but not the down part of that. Okay, now how do we deal with this guy without taking a hell of a lot of damage? We're probably not going to be able to get him to jump high enough. And I don't love boomerangs as a strategy because we're almost certainly going to take a hit if we... I mean, probably have to, though. Alright, let's swap over to Michelangelo, because if we're going to do this with boomerangs, it really doesn't matter which turtle we are. Yeah. Okay. They got a lot of iframes, these dudes. Sorry, I was supposed to have staff in hand there. Alright, getting pretty okay at baiting these guys. It turns out you just have to stand like a certain distance in front of them to bait them into leaping. Alright, so we go down this ladder, the absolute furthest to the right that it's possible. Sometimes these dudes, yeah, we'll do that. We'll just leap completely off screen. I'm gonna just go for it when this guy does his jump. Maybe we can... Yep, we can lose him. This is going pretty well so far. We can probably just hit you through here if I... Yeah, swing at the right height. You know what? I'll take it. That's not actually that bad. Is this the one with the jellyfish? No, next screen is the one with the jellyfish. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to be on boomerangs or not. If we're gonna try this with boomerangs, we try it with Michelangelo. So the idea here is gonna be like wait for dude to jump leftward and then yeah, just like run. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, this is the part with the exploding jellyfish. It's very difficult to dodge. What I worked out is, if you get all the way on the left side of this ladder so that you can press right and start falling, and you just fall while holding right, you can get them to not blow up until you're on the ground. In a situation that you can control. Okay, you know what? I don't feel bad at all about making a save here. We proved we can do it. Let's figure out this Technodrome fight. Let's see if the boomerangs allow us to do this in a safer enough way. So I gotta feel like one of the most important things we could do here early on is disable the ninja spout, but I also definitely need this thing not to be firing 100% of the time, because I need to be able to jump up relatively close to that. Yeah, is this broken? Why is it always on? Michelangelo, turn around. Okay, I guess the plan can be to just break this first. Wait, what even... Hold on. What was even hitting me for some of that? Is that blue thing that looks like stairs? Is that a damage zone? Because if so, then there's no way to approach this thing. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to go deep enough to hit. It's the blue bit at the base of this thing that you can deal damage to, right? See, I do not love this this new opening strategy that it has, where it just refuses to let me anywhere near it forever. This is not doing any damage to me, it's just wasting time. Well, it turns out just drive forward forever is an unbeatable strategy. If the thing had the wherewithal to just run my ass over, this could be a real short fight. It's not anything I can harm. For a second there, I was afraid they were learning. Okay, yeah, what about like a really long-range weapon? Damn it. I was hoping I could jump low enough. I'm getting out-projectiled a little bit here, like my projectiles are getting eaten by them having so much garbage on the screen. Yeah, this sucks. Yeah, I'm definitely taking damage from apparently nothing some of the time. So yeah, the blue bit that kind of looks like steps on the front of the thing must be a damage zone, which just means that there isn't actually a way to approach the Technodrome at all from the front without taking damage. You're just gonna get hit. Unless you can hold out until this thing turns off for long enough for you to destroy it. But as we can see here, that could be a real long time. You could be waiting perhaps forever. Here's the thing, the Nintendo can take advantage of the fact that you are a biological being, and it can simply outlast your feeble human body. Like, how am I at like no health yet? Nothing's... I'm not really taking any damage from attacks or anything, it's just... Okay, every single time I press the jump button, one of those things fires. Okay. This is maybe a situation we can work with. So I completely lost 2 turtles, right? Because Leonardo's going to be useless in the next area. But it is the 2 worst turtles, at least in terms of damage. Leonardo's attack obviously has a lot going for it besides damage. You know what? That thing should not be able to deal damage to me if it's not open. Video game developers in the Nintendo era just... I don't know, there's a common belief, I guess, that all enemies in all video games are just coated with a very potent neurotoxin. Imagine living in a world where any object you touch might kill you. Actually, you know what? I would... Okay, no, I'm not allowed to have that. The game will not replace your boomerangs with the normal shurikens, but it will with the other shurikens. Which, I don't even know if that makes sense. So yeah, the big metal fork does deal damage even when it's not on, but not the front of it, like not the pointy part. It seems like only the back of it deals damage. And also, it doesn't take damage the way you would expect either. Like, it is destroyable, but it doesn't seem to take damage when you hit either the blade or the base from the front. Okay, just fucking cool it with the lightning, would you? Yep, okay, so you take damage from the blue thing. Not this one, though. And again, not the front of it. There's a hitbox that, like, starts at the back part of... it is so hard to tell what on this boss is a damage zone. Ah, I hate fighting this thing. Right, I knew that wasn't going to work, because the thing's not even on screen yet. I wonder... Let me just, we're just going to spend some time probing here, trying to understand how this thing actually takes damage. Now, unfortunately, this is kind of not effective because the enemy does not, or the boss does not visually take damage. You can hear it. It makes a noise when you hit a part that does damage, but it probably is not actually audible in situations where you are taking damage over the sound. The, like, extremely limited audio channels are actually being a huge problem here. It can't play the sound effects all at once. Okay, no, it will... It will let you replace the weapons with each other sometimes, whenever it feels like it. So yeah, it's like the second step of the staircase there deals damage to you. But only the second step. For reasons unknown. Okay, that's pretty effective. Boomerangs really do a lot of damage. Okay. Losing all Leonardo's boomerangs, but, like, honestly, if it gets me through this... Okay, I mean, it's an outcome, certainly. It really doesn't seem like it's worth trying to fight the thing from the front. Just eating the imprecise hit that is mostly unavoidable because of how unbelievably imprecise it is seems to be the way to go. You just run through the thing, get on the inside, and then you can burn down the... Whoa, hold on. You can burn down the enemy very quickly once you are within. Really hate the height that those jetpack guys hover at. Alright, so we're gonna poke these things with the boomerangs. Okay, boomerangs one-shot them. Did they... They do not one-shot those dudes. In fact, they don't even get them in two. And you have to back up so much to fight them, it's probably not even worth it. Okay, but that's like a relatively low damage way to get... Damn it. Yeah, it's a relatively low damage way to get through this area. So... That is a full pizza. But at the same time... Hold on a second. Either that was not low enough to hit me, or it was low enough to be hit by the boomerangs. There is no space between those two things. Do I think it's worth trying to get to it? I guess with the boomerangs it probably is. I have no idea which way we're supposed to be going for progress. There's an up path and a down path from this screen. Okay, yeah. With the boomerangs, we can do this relatively safely. I just have to be a little cautious. Alright, what's the down path look like? I remember this. It looks like it sucks. Cool. Yeah, that's definitely what I was trying to do there. Okay, that's fun. In case you were wondering, hey, why didn't she switch turtles? I was mashing the switch turtle button as hard as you are allowed to mash it. The game just eats a lot of your inputs. Honestly, I would estimate over like a full level, I probably get about maybe 3/4 of the buttons that I press. Maybe. Oh, cool. More boomerangs. Fuck you. Is the pizza back at least? No. Yeah, alright. This is not actually possible then. We're just gonna go ahead and reload. I mean, from that state, you know, with the health that we were at and everything. That last level is a fucking nightmare. Okay, we're gonna try going up from that screen next time, which means not even going to where the full pizza is. Alright, can we stop with the fucking lightning, please? Well, it sure showed me. Alright, I'm gonna try to jump through the middle here. Nope. I executed the wrong jump. That's on me. I did the low jump instead of the mid jump. Does it seem like Leonardo's boomerangs maybe did more damage than Michelangelo's last time? Because I feel like it didn't take that many hits to kill the center guns. Hooray, more boomerangs. It does feel a little superfluous because the boomerangs feel essentially infinite anyway. Okay, so yeah, on most of those hits, we were not getting any damage notification sounds for the fork, but clearly it was taking the damage, so that's good. The wild like oscillation from the guns is really annoying. It's so hard to know where they're going to fire. Alright, in theory, we have a lot of control over the situation at this point. Having a really hard time doing this in less than a turtle and a half. I could probably do this part with Donatello, actually. I could reduce the danger a little bit by just reducing the number of perfect middle jumps that I have to make, because we kill the enemy in fewer hits this way. And actually, Donatello can still hit it on a low jump as well. Okay. What a nightmare. It's something though, right? It's an outcome. I really, really, really do not want to move our save up until I can do a better job of fighting that boss. Especially if we're going to be attempting to do this in one save. I'm gonna give that a shot, which I think we will. We will give it a couple of tries. cool. Just leapt right over that. Damn it. Really? They just spawned a second one? If you dodge the first one even a little bit, they're just like, well, you can't just not take damage, though. That's not fair. Trying to make sure that I fall immediately. Okay. Alright, let's see about this. What's up here? Okay. A dead end. Not a great start. Oh, these things have, like... These things have more health than some of the bosses. Which is a funny joke about how the game uses the worst enemies as bosses sometimes. Come on, jump. Coward. I mean, if it stays right there, it's literally not possible to get past it without taking damage, right? I think that's... yeah. That's fun. It's a fun design. Oh, hey! Our familiar friend, a Boomerang Man. Fancy seeing you here. I am not going for that. I am not going to trick myself into taking damage from the Boomerang guy. So this area is like... It's weird that they're doing like the medley thing. Okay, cool, classy. Is this... Alright, it's not instant death at least. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So if it's gonna start me, yeah, if it's gonna start us here, that run is over. But yeah, up at that junction seems like a perfectly fine way to go. Damn it. What? Okay, if that thing's solid enough to block projectiles, then it probably should block projectiles. That's what I think. Also, this thing... So it goes through some enemies, but not others. I feel like I have no idea what it's going to do when I throw it, you know? It won't go through the Foot Clan soldiers, even though it does destroy them. But it will go through the guns on the boss. And I feel like we've had instances before where it has behaved inconsistently. Which is part of what led me to not like using it in the first place, because I can't tell what it's going to do when I attack with it. I want so badly to be doing damage to the thing here. Can't even tell if I am. I probably am? Probably. The slowdown gave us a really good view there of me facing right while throwing a boomerang to the left. This is very annoying. Gotta keep my APM up, you know? Come on. Just... Yeah, I can't fucking move or, like, enter commands. Game's gonna do whatever it wants to do, whenever it wants to do it. It's really tough to know, like, okay, so the thing was taking damage. What I was about to say is, it's really tough to know if we're even doing any damage to the, if we're actually doing any damage to that front fork, because it doesn't take damage in an audible or visible way. But yeah, I guess we were. But these guns just sometimes elect not to take damage from things that are right in their hitbox. Alright, well, the standard turtle and a half got up to 2 full turtles on that one. 2 full turtles and a raff. A tiny bit, a micro raff. I do feel like if you get the thing to this state, it should just surrender. My victory already happened, and now I just have to do a little tedious task in order to get it to count. Okay. Sucks every single time. It's so bad. You know what else sucks? It's the fact there's no way to accelerate this. Nor this. By the way, I don't want to sit here and watch her spell this out very slowly, this completely meaningless message. You actually have to. And I don't press a button to spawn in. It just, whenever it feels like it's done, it throws me in there. Okay. So do you want to be in the air above that guy as he's spawning, so that he tries to fly upward instead of flying exactly at toes brush the top of your head height, which is very difficult to avoid. I guess that thing's spawn box was very, very slightly off the side of the screen there. Okay, but then this one didn't spawn. I appreciate that as a sort of a makeup. Really? 2 hits? No iframes at all. Okay, he just sort of fell out of reality there. I really don't agree. Alright, it seems like we're just falling on purpose. Okay, I do not like it. I do not like all the enemies being these fucking kangaroo things instead of the boomerang guys. I liked the other version of the level way better. The difference in difficulty is really extreme too. That's super rough for a total like a totally random factor. I mean, I'm sure it's manipulable, but it's not supposed to be, right? Like RNG manipulation is not intended. The design there is just that, like, yeah, sometimes you get an enemy that's takes literally 3 times as much damage and has a harder pattern to mess with. Just pray, I guess. The treads definitely do not do damage to you in any kind of consistent way. Like we have stood in the treads without taking damage on a huge number of occasions. So I don't think it was the treads that hit me there, but it is completely fucking impossible to tell. So I was born in 1985. I was a kid during sort of the era of the Nintendo. And because my family was pretty poor, we did not get like 16-bit video games until you could easily pick them up secondhand. So I was playing Nintendo games like into my pretty much just Nintendo games into like my early teens. So this stuff is not new to me, but I guess I have a more developed sense of injustice now than I did then. I tell you, I hate the glowy super shuriken that these guys have. It is the only projectile in the game that doesn't just get destroyed by the boomerang. Okay. I have no idea what we're gonna do about those like kangaroo enemies. They have so much health. If we can't figure out a pattern to manipulate like we did on the boomerang guys, it feels like we're just gonna take a bunch of damage every single time we encounter one forever, which is not great. It's not a great way for that to go. I think, unfortunately, the actual answer is just you have to figure out the RNG manipulation to make them not spawn. That's the mechanic for making this area bearable. Just figure out how to cheat. Cool. If you are walking forward when that thing spawns, like if you're not doing the stutter step, even if you hit down on the frame that it appears, you still will not crouch in time. Yeah, the camera backed up enough that I'm assuming we're going to get a fresh spawn. Yep, so there's no way to actually kill this thing. Just gotta take the damage and keep moving. Alright, a little slow on the uptake sometimes, so I appreciate that. How did I manage to miss that bullet? How does she do it? Okay, yep, just run away. Do not engage. Okay, we hadn't tried going this way before. Come on! I did not have control of my character at any point during that fall, so... Oh, hey. What's up? First area enemies? The damage here, or the challenge and enemy composition is so variable. Why? So you just have to learn the positions of all of those. Damn it. His boomerangs were not intercepted by my boomerangs either. Oh, those things are just small enough that they don't even get hit by the boomerang. That's crummy. Well, this isn't going to last very long. Once again, visibly facing right while throwing a boomerang to the left. Yeah, that's on me. I shouldn't have moved forward while I was still coming down from the jump. All right. This is going to be the clean one. We've got this. This is the good one. There was one of those like scrolls of fireball in one of the buildings, way up in the top right of one of the buildings. But I spent a little bit of time trying to get it. I'm convinced that it is completely impossible. Yep, this thing absolutely has the option whenever it wants it of just driving forward and crushing you. Okay. There is zero doubt in my mind now. Leonardo's boomerangs do more damage than Michelangelo's. So there's like a... Maybe it's not that their weapons do like individually more or less damage, but there's some kind of like damage multiplier behind the scenes on each turtle or something. So we definitely had an attempt where we threw easily twice as many boomerangs in the center area. You know, that back of the eyeball area, it definitely deals damage to you if you touch it. And it sure does take damage when you hit it sometimes. Alright. We effectively only lost one turtle there. Leonardo took like no damage. So I think I'm going to use Leonardo for the opening part of this, actually. Once I get this first enemy dead, because otherwise we're going to get surprise murdered. Okay, there we go. That's what you need. You need them to travel upward as they spawn. My plan there to just keep juggling a boomerang up high as we approach did not quite work the way I had intended, obviously. I think I'm going to go ahead and switch to Raph here, because I do not trust the game to not decide that something dealt 2 boxes of damage to me all at once. Alright, here I think the play is just, be ready to take a hit. Probably nothing you can do about that. The spawn variability is so weird. What a weird design. Okay, so we actually want to go left here, right? No, it's not here. It's the next one. Right. My plan there was to use some early boomerangs to just... I was pressing it. Just use some early boomerangs to clear out the bullets that might spawn. Okay, I'm playing terribly all of a sudden. I'm tilting a little bit here. One more. What an absolute nightmare this is. Like, imagine trying to get through this as a kid. Imagine trying to do this in a way where if you lose, if the thing that is obviously designed to happen to you happens to you, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. Okay. Classy. Gosh, maybe it's not a damage multiplier thing. Maybe the boss parts just have variable health or something. Because that is 100% for certain not the same amount of hits that thing took on the previous attempt. I think one thing I might do, one thing that might be worthwhile for learning this last area, is to, now that I know the game better, or like know what to expect in the various areas, and we know that the continues are silently a limited resource, I might want to do a fresh run like from the beginning in such a way that we end up at level 6 with at least one continue left, area 6, and then just go ahead and accept a death, start completely fresh at the beginning of 6, make a save there. Yeah, I might do that. All right. I think that's what we're going to call it for today. We've all seen the Technodrome enough now. I am, in fact, going to start from the beginning, run the whole thing relatively clean. Do I want to try to do that on camera? Maybe. That might be what next episode is. Trying to get here faster. We'll see. I might still do it off camera. In any case, pretty soon we're going to be at level 6 in clean condition, desperately trying to earn it. Area 6 seems very difficult, and we've already seen a few branches. It may be the case that there is like a pretty short path once we figure it out. If not, it feels like just like a meat grinder, like a specifically a turtle meat grinder. Truly, it's gross and horrifying. Anyway, come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.